gonna love this. Morning. It's late. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm usually running early, but I had to shut down last night at 9:30 at night, and that's not like me. I'd rather run early so I can shut down early in the afternoon. Once you get used to sleeping during the day, and once you shut the curtains and make it all dark, night's night. I got a really bright light down here shining up so that you can see me, and it's really bright, and I just don't have very good lighting for this hour, I guess. But I wanted to share with you what I had to do recently. It was very interesting. So they keep calling my division in ATS pad wrapped, and I'm like a pad wrap slash van. So dry van is what I'm used to. I mean, it's a rectangle box, put stuff in it, and we open the door and they take stuff out. But I had to take a load, I don't even remember where I was, and they couldn't find me I had to drop my load off, which means I didn't have a trailer, and the place I dropped it off at didn't have a trailer for me. I think it was a Target. No, it was Dick's Sporting Good in somewhere in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that area. Yeah. So then they find me a project, a favor. They said, "Oh, we want you to deadhead 250 miles up to Maryland, pick up a storage trailer, take it down to Suffolk, Virginia, and then strip that trailer out, add that stuff into this trailer, and then take it to Bruce, Mississippi." So I mean, I got, like 1,150 miles. So I'm like, right on. I said, "What do you mean about take stuff out and put stuff in?" I said, that sounds different. They said, "Yeah, we'll pay you $30 an hour to move some stuff from one trailer to the other trailer." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it's not a lot." Well, it turned out to be a lot. I mean, I could hardly get in this trailer. And when I first pulled the trailer out, getting the first trailer was fine, and it didn't have that much stuff in it, so I was fine. It needed to be tidied up, but it wasn't too bad. It was in an IKEA storage place. It wasn't too bad. So I took it to Suffolk, Virginia, but when I got to Suffolk, Virginia, that trailer, I don't know how long it's been sitting there. It had the pad wrap division. So what a pad wrap division is it's like a moving van. Lots of pads, or blankets, they call pads. And then they've got load bars, which are like metal 2x4s. They look like a 2x4, but they're all metal. And then they have a little extension where they would grip on each side of the cleats. Those cleats, I call them cleats. they're ribbed about every 3 feet, and that's what you put your straps in, or those load bars. I call them load bars. I think they call them load locks. Anyway, load bars. I think they call them load bars. I get it confused with the refrigerated load bars, load lock. I don't know what they are. I don't do refrigerated anyway. So, had a bunch of those in there, and had a bunch of plywood, some 3/4 inch. Most of it was 1/2 inch particle board. But I used to roof houses back when I was in my early 20s, and I could carry a sheet of plywood up a ladder with no hands, put it over my head, carry the sheetrock up the ladder, walk it up onto the roof. It was kind of fun trying to balance that out. Man, there's no way I could do that today. First of all, I got a bad shoulder. And second of all, I just don't do that kind of physical labor anymore. I've done my time. So you'll see these videos, these pictures, and it won't give you a great true perspective unless you were there, but it was a mess. And so I told my dispatcher's cool. He's a new guy. New to me. He's been there about 6 months, and he's pretty cool. So I told him, I said, man, I might blow away if I lift up one of these pieces of plywood, because that's what I do remember when I was roofing. You get a gust of wind on there, and it would fly away like a kite if you're not careful. And I said, I'm gonna hire me some help. I'll pay him cash, and then I'll just get reimbursed. So we negotiated $300, and I figured it's gonna take me 10 hours for me to do that job by myself, and that's gonna be a day plus some, is my hours. So it's gonna be a real big delay, and I really prefer to get paid to drive, not to do this kind of stuff. I mean, $30 an hour is good, $300. But I thought, you know what, I'd rather take that $30 an hour and see if I can hire somebody to help cut that time down so I can get on the road, which is the best thing for the company anyway. They don't, they're going to be out $300. I'd rather them, $300 is $300. Might as well take care of it in less time, so maybe I can get it done in 3 hours with 3 people. Well, long story short, apparently we have a new fleet manager. Like, my fleet manager is my dispatcher, and his boss is we have a new boss. I haven't met her, but she didn't agree to 300. She went down to 250. So I was like, I don't know why it's so important for her to save $50, because ultimately I'm going to be paying for that. And sure enough, I did. So I said, fine, 250. Well, it took us, I got 2 guys I hired, and I had to pay them $100 each, no take. And they weren't very flexible with their labor. And it was Friday. I didn't have a whole lot of options, and I didn't want to go through a whole lot of rigmarole. This is why you got to keep some cash on you when you're out trucking, for just like the situations just like this, because it's kind of hard to go to an ATM when you got a big semi truck. So I paid them both $200. It took us 6 hours, which is 18 man hours. It took the 3 of us 6 hours to do that. So my estimate of 10 hours was off, and we did it right. We all worked, and they managed the heavier stuff, and I became the expert blanket folder. There was a ton of blankets to fold. If I never have to fold a blanket again, I'll be just fine. But there were hundreds of blankets that I folded. Hundreds. It was crazy. So, and I don't have any experience in this stuff, so I'm sure I didn't do it all that well. So long story short, we got it done, and I still had 5 hours left that I could drive. So I was like, hey, I need to get going. They were like, these people will let you sleep here on the lot. It was a moving storage company where we store that trailer. So, yeah, I appreciate that, but I've got time on my clock, and I need to get down the road so I can hopefully make it to my destination, because then I have another load after that. If I don't make it to this destination, I mess that one up, and it's the weekend. You don't want to lose a load over the weekend, otherwise you'll just be sitting until Monday, and there ain't no money in sitting. So that's why I'm up so early. As soon as my clock hits 10 hours, and 1 minute after that, I do my pre-trip, I go. It's the only way to make money. Can't make any money sleeping. So we'll see how it goes, but anyway, check these videos out. It was a mess. It was a favor I did. I kind of wish they would have took care of me on the 300, but hey, it's just, I guess if they could have, they would have. I don't know. But anyway, you guys take care. I just wanted to share this. This was strange today. This was a strange day. So I'm working my way to California. So I'll keep you posted. Thanks.